Hi everybody, Msfs here. You can see I'm kind of busy at the computer working away, but any event, I'm back here. I've gone ahead, kind of like I tend to sometimes have to do with any other things this career, because at some point it just starts getting extremely repetitive, and I don't know how terribly interesting that might be to watch. At least not at this point, where literally all I'm doing is flying to 3 points, spinning a circle around them, and landing. So I completed the other 3 flight seeing items that I needed. It was not without challenge. It was not without consequence. If you've looked at the thumbnail for this episode, you'll have seen what things looked like in the Beechcraft, and that character's head kind of stays out as you're taxiing to the runway, and I think even if you're airborne, like they're just not properly in the plane. And then on top of it, as soon as I put flaps down, while I'm not moving, I'm waiting to take off, I got flagged for having flaps extended beyond the speed. So, like, clearly they didn't set a threshold at all, because I'm at 0 and I was exceeding the speed. I did also have the Beechcraft, or the Bonanza, yeah, I think it's the Beechcraft B-36, which is the one that's on the thumbnail as well. It fell out of the sky at one point at the end. Like, literally, I was flying and suddenly I lowered my gear and I dove into the ground. So I had to redo that. And so I've tried more than 3 times. So I think at this point it's 3 to 4 hours that you haven't seen. That, would have been 3 or 4 episodes of stuff happening that was really nothing new or exciting. It was just really trying to get to the point that I am now, where I have specialization and missions blinking, because I now have another mission type available to me. I might go ahead and see if I can do anything with my 10,000 as well before we jumped into the specialization, but let's take a look at what we've got, because we did unlock aerial advertising, which was where I needed 5 of these. So we've got get ready for a sensational banner towing experience along some of the world's most sublime beaches. Take off and catch the advertising banner in flight, then fly over shimmering waters and stretches of golden sand. Each flight is an opportunity to capture the attention of holidaymakers while defying the sea winds and honing your piloting skills. So we've got basically 2 Cessnas and 2 tail wheels. Not a fan of the tail wheels. So, and then our next one, so at level 16, so basically I need to get an instrument rating, and I can do that. So that becomes the issue, and here I need to do some more landings. But, now we got to level 20, so that gets us really close there. And then I think because we've got the tail wheel endorsement, we have some progress on agricultural aviation, which obviously requires level 40. So we've got a little ways, but I'm thinking this would at least just be flights, I hope. So, these are interesting if it's like, I want to go ahead and do some stuff. It's really just, at the end of the day, just traveling and taking people where they need to go is good enough for me. Right, so if I go to instrument rating, so I see I can do that. So that's interesting. So I can do that at this point, and then I could take charter flights, because my other option is multi-engine, which takes a little more. So let me just verify that, because that would make it pretty easy then. So yeah, let's do that and see what it takes. So it shouldn't be too much. So it allows you to navigate when you cannot fly with visual references. You will no longer be grounded by cloudy, rainy, snowy, or poor visibility conditions. The exam cost is a one-time payment. You can retry it for free at any time. So I assume we're just going to have really cruddy weather, which obviously we do. Still in a Cessna, so once the weather turns bad enough for visual flight rules to no longer apply, pilots must rely on their instruments rating, or IR, to allow them to fly. Obtaining an instrument's flight rules rating is invaluable to pilots that aspire to do more than fly general aviation aircraft in clear conditions. Show that you have learned what you have learned by performing an approach and landing at Sumbaugh Airport in the Scottish Shetland Islands. Alright, well that's good. So then we just are coming in. But yeah, if all goes well, we'll try to do this. I'll get an aerial mission, advertising just to see what they're like, and we'll go from there. Alright, so let's see. Start.
I know that this weather can look daunting, but you will be able to perform your approach by relying on your aircraft's instruments, just like you did in your training.
Alright, so fly to EVP. Alright, well the question is, let's see if I... Let's set myself there, set myself to heading, and then we'll do autopilot and flight level control.
Cessna 8 tree your transponder appears inoperative or malfunctioning reset. Squawk tree 125.
Okay. That's interesting that we need to do that, but okay. We'll turn it on. Now can I actually fly to EVTP? It doesn't look like. Oh, well maybe I can. Let's see. So if I enter and activate, and then we do nav, so let's see, I need, and then again, we do nav, so there we go. So that should get us where we need to be. And now I assume it's just going to fly to the next waypoint, which is what it should do. We should be at 2100 shortly. Why am I not getting credit for that? Okay. I'm like, this is not helpful. So I'm going to lower myself. Alright, so now we're heading there, but right now we don't need to go any lower, so we're not going to. So flaps are down, everything is good, and we just need to go the 4 miles to PB27I. But basically, if you're unfamiliar with IFR, like the issue is, obviously, I can't see the ground. I'm not sure. This is my first true cloud experience in FS24 for myself. People have grumbled about the clouds don't look any different. I think they look... I mean, I think they look better. I mean, I don't think they're significantly different. But to me, they do have a different aura about them. That may be crazy, but you know, that's the situation, so. But the question is, should I be... Yeah, it doesn't really tell me to be at a different height. I'm going to pull up, because I've been using a little nav map for things, because that's just a little bit better. And Yeah, I think we're still going to be like 5 or 10 miles out when we hit PB27, or Papa Bravo 27 India. You know, but now, you know, we're heading into clouds, and so we'd really be flying blind if we didn't have instrument ratings and couldn't do it. So, I mean, the benefit of this is, yes, I don't need to do all the training. Again, I'm going to do that at some point, or, you know, do one of them, because I think, again, there's an achievement of, hey, get this done. Alright, so we've flown.
You can switch back to visual flight rules before landing. Identifying the runway lights should help you during the transition.
Yeah, well, we're not going to do that. So anyway, we're gonna do flight level change here, and then let it do its thing. But that probably means I need to decrease my speed, and then it'll do things.
Miles east of Sunburg. Contact tower on 118.25 when inbound on the approach.
Okay, well, we've got some sun.
Tower on 118.25 Cessna, 8 tree. Tower Cessna November 808 tree 10 miles east inbound RNAV runway 9er approach circle to land runway 24.
Cessna November 808 tree tower. QNH 101 tree cleared. PBAG S1AARA. NAEV PSAP RNAV PN runway 9er approach.
Oh, really? I have to go runway 9er?
Cleared RNAV runway 9er approach Cessna 8
Well, that
tree.
kind of sucks. Alright, well, I can't really change to visual, because, yeah, it's just telling me here to go. Yeah, this is very disorienting here, compared to normal, but yeah, this is not, like, I can't even see the, you know, it's like, oh, switch to visual flight rules. I think they're crazy. Because, yeah, this has got me set for runway 27, which is what I thought we were going to be doing, which would be the opposite direction. I didn't realize that we couldn't do that. Alright, so I'm gonna go, let's do flight level change. Oops. Flight level change is over here. And we'll go down, and again we can raise this up, because then that will let us descend a lot faster. Yeah, this is nuts. Like, there's clouds to what level? I mean, this is crazy. How can I possibly do the visual? Alright, we'll go a little faster. And again, this is another 300 feet down. I mean, we're still a ways away here, so okay, well, we're seeing, yeah, you can see the water, because, yeah, this is just an island, but, yeah, when it said circle approach, again, we'll do what they're suggesting. I'm not going to go any lower than 500, though, because I think that would be a bad idea, frankly. I do not want to move or remove that. Yeah, it's just with the reflection, it, like, makes me feel like I'm sideways, which obviously I'm not.
Cessna 8 tree wind 271 at 12. Clear to land runway 24.
In runway 24. There isn't even a 24 here. What the hell are they talking about? I'm looking at the airport map. There's a 27. There is no runway 24.
Clear to land runway 24 Cessna 8 Tree.
Okay, so clearly this is just a really stupid thing, and hopefully it's just, you know, it's telling me fly and then land on the runway. So again, I'm gonna go down. We're gonna flight level change again, and again we'll increase that so that we can do what we need. But yeah, these clouds appear like insanely low. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, this is just crazy, is what it is. I mean, it's like this low-lying, insane fog, and yeah, we're supposed to do this with, you know, runway lights. I mean, come on. I mean, if I didn't have my other chart, which again is still, you could say, is IFR-ish type of thing, but alright, we're gonna slow down because I need to get my flaps deployed. So that I can maneuver appropriately. Again, I'm speeding up or accelerating the engine a bit here. I mean, I think I'm still 2 or 3 miles out, so I'm not surprised I can't see anything, but you know, it's just not a good thing. So basically that is going to tell me, alright, now we can see the runway lights, finally. But yeah, that'll get us down to 200. And we'll be able to, you know, take over in a little bit here, but so, I mean, in theory it's telling me I'm too low already, but we're not entirely. I mean, we'll make the threshold. Man, this is very choppy.
Cessna 8 Tree contact, ground on 118.255.
118.255 for Cessna 8 Tree.
Okay, so it's behind me. So we'll turn around. Come on. I mean, I guess I had more of my stuff there than I wanted, but so we've got an easy jet. We've got some real planes here, but again, you know, being IFR and commercial. Like, yeah, we can do those. Hey, wait a minute. How did that suddenly show up? Like, I was heading to this box way out there.
Sunbird Ground, Cessna November 808 Tree. Request taxi to parking.
Cessna November 808 Tree taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Kilo.
Okay, where's that? Okay. Oh, okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Kilo Cessna 8 Tree.
I'm like, where am I going? All right. But this is a big one. I mean, having IR clearance is going to give us access to a lot of things, in theory. All right. Get the parking stand. This should actually be a really well-scored thing. I don't think I had any warnings.
Great job. You've passed the test. There's a few areas where you could improve, but that was a solid performance.
Alright, so just respect the flight plan. But there we go, we got that. And then any extras or no? Not at that level. I'm thinking of my flights where I get, you know, oh, weather and... Okay. So let's go here. Alright, so allows you to navigate when you cannot use visual references, so we know that. So our tree is starting to look pretty good. So I've got, you know, one of those. I mean, we're on our way to get airline, but that's what I needed. And there you go. Now I have 7 specializations unlocked because now I can do charter. So that'll be good. You know, again, I can't use the Vision Jet because I don't have that, and I can't use the Diamond DAC-2 or the Dahmer 930 or the Baron G50. There's a lot of planes I can't use because I don't have the multi-engine and jet engine rating. So again, I need 15, 30,000, 20,000. Like now, there's just a lot of different kind of money depending on what you want to try to work on. Alright, so let's go ahead, take a look at aerial advertising, which I've never done. It's available in NeoFly. I've never gotten to the point that I tried it. But let's see, aerial advertising. Get ready for a sensational banner towing experience along some of the world's most sublime beaches. Take off and catch the advertising banner in flight, then fly over shimmering waters and stretches of golden sand. Each flight is an opportunity to capture the attention of holidaymakers while defying the sea winds and honing your piloting skills. Again, I do not want to do this with a tail wheel, because I'm sure I'm going to have to land. So I'm going to try to find one with the Skyhawk, but the problem is it's going to be my first mission So aerial and charter, it's probably going to show us both. Oh, and now our level, probably getting to level 20, allows difficulty 3 jobs. So, alright, wow, some island somewhere. Okay, so that's the charter, VIP. And then, alright, the banner on a Florida beach, somewhere maybe by Daytona Beach or something. Alright, live missions unlocked. Congratulations. So you'll have real weather conditions.
You now have access to real condition missions. These allow you to scroll back up to 24 hours to fly in real-world weather conditions over the past day.
Okay. Okay, slider allows you to access a 24 historical record of weather conditions. Use the menu left scroll, adjust the slider left or right. So I assume.
Adjusting the time slider will reveal a variety of different missions only available in specific weather and lighting conditions. Meanwhile, missions that are not time-dependent remain available at all times.
Oh, okay.
It seems like this mission has different weather conditions than usual. For now, check the weather conditions, also known as METRTAF, carefully when selecting a mission. IFR icon means you will have to fly in IFR condition. But there is also MVFR icon and LIFR icon. A warning icon means this mission is not recommended under the current weather. Fly at your own risk.
Okay. So, let's see. Okay, so you can go live. But anyway. So the question is... Oh, I see. So it's LIFR, VFR, LIFR. Interesting. Okay. Well, that certainly changes some things. Okay, Radio Magic Advertising Tour at Palm Beach. And it is, thank goodness, a Cessna. So, alright, Michelle Gallagher, a radio host, wants to maximize the audience for a radio station based in West Palm Beach. Fly this ad to run this promo campaign and maximize impact for the client. And we do have 2 stars, so that's been the first time I've had a 2-star mission. Alright, it's starting to put the blue dot on there. So I'm assuming we're gonna come in. Alright. So I have to do... Alright, so that's the pass. So banner... So I think I have to go up, fly a pattern, come back, grab the banner, depart, you know, pass, and then come back is what I think we'll be doing. But crazy stuff. So the concern is just going to be interesting. But there's our Cessna. And again, we'll have to do the hook, because that's the thing, you got to come by and catch it. And I mean, I assume there's a good amount of leeway that you have, but who knows? So I am nervous, to say the least. But we're going to have to do our happy little handy-dandy walkthrough. People are getting sick of this already. They're like, how do I get rid of this? I don't know that you can. You probably can. But, I mean, obviously it's part of your career thing, because they want you kind of used to it. I can't believe you have to be that close to get the chocks. That is crazy. Alright, so we've gotten all that. Let's see what it tells us. Alright, so yeah, rather than do the... I'm just kind of letting the thing do the startup and... Alright, so we're going to contact the ground team.
Guys, I'm ready. You. Okay, see you in a minute.
Now we're here at Summer. Okay, Eli, radio, red, blue, fun, and music. See, okay, so I guess it's a decent size. But basically, yeah, you're going to have to fly through there. So, Skyrocket Media.
Hey, buddy, I'm Sonia. I work for Skyrocket Media. I bet you've got today's job covered. We're promoting a radio show today. Grab the banner and fly it properly over Palm Beach. Pretty simple, right? Well, I'll be on the radio and feed you with the essentials during your flight. Let's make it a smooth show for the client. You've got this.
Okay, so again, we're going to be on heading. We're going to set the... I'm going to go to 2100, because I'm sure I need something like that. And again, we'll get a little bit of elevation in the flight so that when I hit autopilot, we're not sinking. But let's get our clearance to taxi.
Kilo Lima November Alpha Traffic Cessna
there.
November 88797 is taxiing to runway tree 4.
Alright, so we're going to lower that. Gonna stop and hold short, so let's get going. So I think I have my buttons on some front buttons on my throttle control is where I've put like the scoop and the hook. So they're the same buttons because you're not going to have a plane that has an advertising hook and a scoop for firefighting. Like those are two different planes, so I can use the same button. So in that case, that makes sense. But, you know, like when we had all the problems in the beginning where I kept shoving my face into the cockpit or beyond when I hit Q, you know, that was a thing where things were mapped, you know, to two different things. And there's a lot of planes here and wherever we're at. I mean, it says we're at that Samba airport, but we're not, because that's not where we were. But anyway, I get my little nav map up so that I can see. Oh, looks like I did a circuit here at one point, because it's got stuff. Wow, there's lots of planes. I just, on little nav map will show you that, and I've just got this pile of orange planes, which are, sorry, talking beyond my ability here. But yeah, so overall, I will say, you know, I'm getting a little bit disappointed, I suppose. I was hoping this would be a much smoother rollout than it has been. As it sits right now, it really appears that only people in the US coming to US servers are even really able to play reliably. There's still people, you know, now this is Thursday. The game came out early Tuesday. Again, it would be later Tuesday, but I mean, it's 48 hours, almost exactly to the point here, since it came out, and people have been using VPNs to connect to the US, but they're like, you know, I'm not going to pay for a VPN to play my game. So people have done like a trial just to test it, but that way they can put, you know, give feedback like, hey, if I do a VPN and come in through a US server, everything works fine, or, you know, as well as it's working for anyone, but over in the UK or whatever, it's more of a challenge. So who knows? It's disappointing that it was kind of that messed up. Now there's also a lot of speculation about, with this being cloud-based, is there so much writing to the disk or whatever? I don't know that that's a valid worry. I looked it up a little bit. It looks like SSD drives can go, you know, they said basically like 900 years or something. So even if we increase, you know, the write cycle 100-fold,
Kilo Lima November Alpha
still would be like
Cessna
90
November
years.
8879 or 7, taking off runway tree for departure to the north.
Right. So again, I go up to get moving, and then I very quickly pull the throttle back to somewhere reasonable. So it's one of those, like, I kind of always wondered how they did this. Like, now we know. There are our banner people. We can see them right there, so I'm sure, again, I'm just going to have to come around and then catch it, and that's, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to that. I think that's like a challenging thing for sure. But yes, there's the banner. Alright, so we're going to climb to 500 feet. So we're going to go heading, autopilot, and then we're going to get to 500 feet. You know what? I think I'm just going to fly this, because I think otherwise it's going to be too much. So, Right.
N88797, Vox 14, don't forget to release the hook before you make your approach above the pickup zone.
Right, extend poles, so I'm going to try.
Attachment.
There we go.
Aim
Alright, so that
between
button
the two
worked.
poles. Grab the banner, maintain a steady flight at about 6 feet, then adjust your pitch just right to hook the tow line. After that, you should climb out at full throttle and soar away to the towing zone. This zone is safe for you. Aircraft in the area are aware you're engaged in a tow operation. I've already taken care of it.
Well, aren't you spatial? Alright. So, follow the traffic pattern, fly to banner approach. You know, again, I get the concept, but this just freaks me out. Okay, there's our hook. That's what I mean. It's like, it's not like it hangs down very far. I mean, it's like I'm gonna have to be like over. I wasn't really listening because I was flying the plane. So if she gave any specific directions other than take off full throttle, which I get that because that's what people said, is like you get snapped back into the ground normally. So I'm sure there will be some fun there, but we'll see. But there's the beach. And again, we're going to circle around and kind of follow this same approach at some point. Alright. So, we're going to pull back. And yes, then it's really just going to be, you know, can I do this? Because again, I'm not landing, so I don't necessarily have to go like super slow. But again, you know, I'm still like frickin' 800 feet in the air. So this is not good that way. I don't know. This just seems really crazy, is all I can say. Okay, I know I need to go. Too fast. Alright, so I gotta go. Alright, I'm aligned with the banner, but I'm too fast. Jesus, how do I go this slow?
Oops, you missed the hook. Come back around and try it again.
Yeah, great. It's like, should I put my flaps down? That's the thing. I don't know. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. I need to let... I'm at... Oh, I'm not at full throttle. Never mind. Like, I'm at full throttle and I'm just not able to do this, but I guess I could. Oh, goodness. No, I thought I was somewhere totally different. I'm passing over the airport and the runway, so now I'm looking at my little nav map because I need a little bit of help that way. So, there we go. Alright, so the thing was I was too far over. I don't know. It's honestly very crazy to me what we're trying to do here, but because the thing I didn't hear is like, how low do I need to be? Alright. But I think I need to put my flaps out at least one level. Alright, so now I'm up 600 feet. Let me make a sharper turn here so that we're able to align. I'm only halfway on the turn. This is crazy. Alright. So I need, I need to give myself enough space here to do this well. This seems weird. I'll tell you that. Alright, so I'm gonna put my flaps out. Okay, we're staying below 72, but that should give me kind of a little bit more. I don't know, can I go out? The thing is, like, am I not in the right? Oh, you know what, I wonder if I have to. I think I was on a different runway than I thought I was at. Like, I don't understand where that approach is from, is my concern here. Yeah, it just looks wrong. That didn't help.
Stall.
Ah, Jesus. Because, yeah, I'm guessing I can grab it in any direction. Because I don't know that this seems like I was here, is my thing. Like, it just seems wrong. God, this sucks, because I'm coming in kind of really hot. And, Mother of God. Alright, I'm aligned with the banner.
You hooked it. The banner's deploying. It was close, but you pulled it off. Well done. Now let's tow the banner on site. Just so we're on the same page. The hook zone is also where you'll release it once you're done. N88797, Box 14. You're expected there in 4 minutes, 30 seconds for your rotation above Palm Beach.
Okay.
Make sure the message is clearly visible from below. It's important.
Alright, so I'm gonna... Come on. I wonder if I can't, like, it won't let me autopilot. And what does that mean? Make sure the message is visible from below. I mean, if I gotta do something, I'm not gonna be happy. Because, yeah, I can't autopilot, probably because I'm so slow because of the drag. But it won't let me, yeah, it will not let me turn this on. Okay. Am I doing this correctly? I don't understand. It's almost like... I mean, I'm speeding up a little bit, thank goodness, but it's taking a long, long time. Alright, so it will... We'll go back onto the heading. Alright, And so what I probably want to do is get myself down, whoops, to 1200. We'll go over this way, and then we'll flight level change. Right, so, because in theory we can go a little faster here. But yeah, we need to fly, because my hope is then we can, and this might be a better thumbnail, so maybe you won't see my head, I don't know. But I want to take a look at this, like, let's see, whoops. So if I go out here, yeah, we do. We have a banner. Eli, whatever. Cool. It's crazy, but it's cool. Alright. So I'm going to go down one more. Go down another 100 feet. That might be more than I would like, but I think it'll be alright. Because I'm thinking we're going to be at like 1,000 feet or something for the pass. You know, and that's the thing. If I can just let the plane fly it, then I don't have to play any ridiculous games here. But this was certainly as harrowing as I thought it would be. Because, yeah, I mean, I know I was down to like 80 feet, and then going ahead and all right. You know, I was down to 80 feet when I last looked at things as I was coming down, and then I was just visually dropping closer to the ground. So it was just a lot. But, you know, again, at least we'll have done one, or hopefully we'll have done one. Again, I haven't finished it. Although I'm thinking I just probably fly over and then just hit the button and drop it. So that's the thing. I might have to make 2 passes because I may have to drop the banner and then come back and land. So how this said this was going to be, I swear it said it was like a 30-minute or a 45-minute thing. But yeah, at this point, given how long I'm pretty sure this is, I don't have it up. Yeah, we're coming up on 50 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to also do a charter flight, so that'll be the next episode. Which is, you know, reasonable. I mean, I kind of almost figured that would be the case because, whatchamacallit, you know, the reality is I normally am doing 2 flights because they take about 30 minutes to do these missions right now. And I'm sure as we get further, they're going to get longer. I'm sure as we're doing, like, cargo hauling or something beyond, you know, and we're using jet airliners, they're not going to be like, oh yeah, fly 10 miles. I'm sure that'll be a lot more involved. Alright, well, we are getting close. So, you know, can we see people down there? No. But, we do have a beach. Yeah, and I'm sure this is a bit of an entertaining job, other than, yes, I'm sure it's a little bit dicey every time you're coming around for the banner. Now again, this was like a really sharp turn to then go along the beach, which I also think is kind of crazy. But, I don't know. We'll see what it tells us to
Go
do.
down the coastal zone at 600 feet above.
Oh, goodness.
You'll help the message be more clearly read.
Alright. Well, we're going to do 300 feet above. Alright, so... now it says fly to pass start, so I assume I've got a little ways to go. Again, we're trying to get to 600 feet, so we are going very fast right now. Right. And I know we're going to be like close to north, so there we go. So 600. So we've got that. And it clearly is like, yeah, why you would not fly this manually, because it's like set an altitude of 600 feet. Oh my goodness, how do I... Right. So now I also need to slow down. My god, where do I need to go to get to pass start? This is bad. Alright. So we're going to come in there and then we'll... yeah, see, because it's crazy is what it is. See, I'm probably going to be like way too far now. And again, we're still slowing down. So this will be good in that regard. Let's see. I mean, we're at least kind of lining up on the beach, so I guess that's good. Alright. So, we're going to head
I see
here.
you're on site. I'm counting on you to make our client happy.
What are we doing? Why are we weaving like a snake? That's not going to make anybody happy. Alright. And I'm sure again, some of it is just... but there we go. So Eli, radio... That's cool. I'll give it that. That is cool. Okay. So, need to go that way a bit. Oh, we're going too fast.
Eli, radio red blue fun and music. I dig jamming to that in my car. It's a good way to kill time.
Is it? Okay. I mean, we can see the beach. We just can't see much beyond it, but 4 miles and then we'll see what we do. But yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at my path on little nav map and it's a little crazy how that is all working out. Alright. So yeah, I'm also not going to be able to do my next mission after this either. Just time of day and all of that. So, alright, let's see. We'll throttle up a little bit because I don't want to... see, but now we're speeding up. It's like a fine line here, that's for sure. Because now we're probably slowing down a little bit, and but I guess that's why...
Hey, quick tip for you. Find the sweet spot with the plane's positioning, and the visual impact of the banner will surely help increase the customer traffic of the client. It's a game changer for the both of us.
Sure, we'll go with that. still falling a little bit. So again, I definitely don't want to fall out of the sky. That would be bad. So, apologize that I'm quiet. I'm just really, like, kind of focused. I'm paying attention. So, I'm going to turn a couple more degrees. I just seem to be getting a little close to the left here. Because the challenge, too, is we're not, I think, really going to be anywhere as far as... Alright, so we're heading there for pass end. So, I'm not entirely sure, but somewhere in one of these islands is the most famous house in the world at this point. So, somewhere along here, but I'm not really that worried about it. So I'm just trying to get my plane done. Alright, so what will we need to do? Because I assume we're then gonna...
I guess the client will be satisfied even if it wasn't the best show in town today.
What was wrong with it?
The guys are waiting for you at the drop zone now.
Okay.
See you.
See you. Okay. It looks like I need to turn that way. Yeah, okay. Toward final. Alright, looks like, yes, I've got some stuff there, so I won't turn too far. I'll try to get in line here. Oh, I see. So I do need to kind of turn far. But let's get ourselves connected to the airport.
Kilo Lima November Alpha Traffic Cessna November 88797 tree miles southeast 600 feet.
So am I just gonna land? I mean, in theory, I guess I could. Just could be a little messy, but...
N88797, Vox 14, waiting for the banner at the drop zone. Don't forget to release it nice and slow.
Okay.
The banner is expensive, so please be careful when you release it.
Okay, drop approach. I'm having a really hard time here.
Vox 14
N88797, Vox 14.5 on
approaching
5.
drop zone.
Oh my god. Am I there yet?
Careful, that's not what I'd call hitting the drop point.
Oh, alright. Well, hopefully we did it. I did not mean to land, but... Okay, well, it is what it is. So, not the best, but it was a good old attempt, I think. Why is my throttle not working? Yeah, literally my throttle is not working. I don't understand. Did I, like, break something? Or, oh, I see. I probably have to change my fuel, I bet. Now will my throttle work? No. Because, yeah, I might not get there now. Yeah, I don't understand. I really don't want to do this next flight phase thing, because then I'm going to lose some stuff for skipping. But I don't think I have a choice. Alright, so we'll do that.
Hey, Captain. Sonia mentioned the session was challenging for you, but with practice, you'll do much better. Let's dig into this together now.
Alright, so let's see how we did. Banner retrieval time, drop banner. Man, I barely got a C. And then again, alright, I got a little bit. Well, it gave me no skip bonus, which is nice. Alright, but we got 145. Drop banner precision, pass, execution, quality. Like, that's what I mean. Like, I was in my window. I don't understand. So, yes, not a huge fan of these jobs either. Oh my god, really? Okay, great. So yeah, I don't like doing jobs then that I can't do well at. Great, because, I mean, again, that's just a bonus, but it's just irritating. I mean, I didn't crash. I mean, I probably skipped a lot of steps, but either way. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to get, like, overtly frustrated, because, you know, I'm trying, and it's fun, and you're trying to do things, and it's not supposed to drive you crazy, so... We got that done, but basically, again, we got a new certification because we got our instrument rating done, which is crucial to many things. You know, again, mainly jet stuff, but and then we're just going to have to go ahead and get other things, but then we did try aerial. Next time we will do charter, and then you know, maybe I will pick and choose going forward. I'm not sure. So, yeah, drop me notes. Let me know what you're thinking. And I just don't know how much of this to continue to share or whatever, because I may start trying to just get into standard flight. I may see if the TBM 850 works. You know, to just do some tests with that, because like I said, I set it up, but I didn't get airborne. Make sure that all the autopilot stuff and all that works, but in that case, then at least I know I can continue my VFR series here, things like that. And what I am finding, unfortunately, is the default aircraft are not kind of much better than they were in 2020, and we were kind of led to believe that they would be, so I am kind of disappointed in that regard. But in any event, if you've enjoyed following along here, enjoyed this, and haven't dropped a like or are not a subscriber, please consider those things. And I will see you next time.